Kelly Krauskopf, the president of basketball and business operations for the Indiana Fever, provided insight on what Caitlin Clark's supporters can anticipate in the forthcoming 2025 WNBA regular season. A statement from Krauskopf, extracted from her conversation with Sportico, was featured in an image posted by the Fever's official X account. Krauskopf expressed that the players are highly motivated and competitive individuals who have a great passion for the game, exuding a strong hunger to succeed. The caption accompanying the post by the Fever expressed anticipation for the upcoming season. In the past, Krauskopf held the position of general manager for the Indiana Fever for a period of 18 years from 2000 to 2018. She subsequently served as the assistant general manager for the Indiana Pacers from 2018 to 2024 before rejoining the Fever organization after the conclusion of the 2024 season. It is noteworthy that both the Pacers and the Fever are under the ownership of a consortium overseen by Herb Simon. Under the direction of Krauskopf, the Fever made it to the WNBA Finals on 3 separate occasions, ultimately securing the championship in 2012. Upon her recent comeback, she appointed Amber Cox as the new Chief Operations Officer and General Manager of the Fever, while also reinstating Stephanie White as the team's head coach. The team strategically made various roster adjustments during the offseason in order to support and enhance the skills of Caitlin Clark by adding seasoned players with valuable experience and scoring abilities. Initially, they secured a contract extension with Kelsey Mitchell, who had previously established a successful partnership with the reigning Rookie of the Year in the preceding season. They have also secured the talents of 3-time WNBA champion Natasha Howard and 2-time champion DeWanna Bonner to strengthen their front court. In addition, they have brought on Sophie Cunningham, Sydney Colson, Jaylen Brown, and Brianna Turner to revamp their bench. The team published a post on social media platform X on Saturday to announce the jersey numbers of their new members. Among the top 30 scorers in the WNBA last season, 5 of them belonged to the Indiana Fever team, which also included the talented player Caitlin Clark, who was named Rookie of the Year in 2024. Notably, Indiana had the highest number of players featured in this elite group. On February 21st, the Fever released a visual representation displaying the top 5 scorers from their team in the previous season. Among them were Caitlin Clark and Kelsey Mitchell, who held the 7th and 8th positions, averaging 19.2 points per game. Following them on the list were newly added experienced players Natasha Howard and DeWanna Bonner, ranking 13th and 22nd, respectively. The list was rounded off with Aaliyah Boston, the first selection in the 2023 draft, at the 28th spot. The Fever advanced to the playoffs last season after 8 years under the guidance of Clark, Mitchell, and Boston. Following recent roster enhancements, numerous experts consider them the frontrunners for the championship in the upcoming season. Dan has been involved in sports since 2016 and has contributed as a scriptwriter for basketball, volleyball, and various other sports. Additionally, Dan has served as a sports commentator for CBA Pilipinas. Throughout the pandemic, Dan has remained busy composing betting articles for Cashbet and Bet Now. The Chicago Sky recently revealed that the team's 2 upcoming home games against the Indiana Fever will be relocated to the United Center in Chicago, Illinois. The location for the event has been changed, and the game that was initially scheduled for Saturday, July 26th, will now take place on Sunday, July 27th, starting at 2 p.m. CT. The game scheduled for Saturday, June 7th, will continue as planned, with a tip-off time of 7 p.m. CT. The duo of upcoming games will mark the inaugural WNBA games to be played at the United Center. These matchups will showcase a highly anticipated competition between the Sky and the Fever, highlighting star players such as Angel Reese, Camila Cardoso, Courtney Vandersloot, Ariel Atkins for Chicago, and Caitlin Clark, DeWanna Bonner, Natasha Howard, and Kelsey Mitchell for Indiana. Adam Fox, president and CEO of the Sky, expressed enthusiasm about the growing popularity of the WNBA, highlighting the unprecedented opportunity to attract a larger audience to the United Center for an upcoming game. He commended the unwavering support of Chicago Sky fans, noting their consistent presence at games and their dedication to both the team and the city. Acknowledging the enthusiasm of Skytown, Fox emphasized the potential for creating a unique and vibrant atmosphere at the United Center during the summer season. He expressed gratitude to the United Center and MPEA for their collaboration in expanding the reach of the WNBA to more fans, while also recognizing the ongoing support of the Sky from Wintrust Arena. This will mark the first occasion in the history of the franchise that the Sky will be hosting games at the United Center. The arena has a seating capacity exceeding 20,000 for basketball events, providing the Sky with two chances to play in front of a home crowd that is expected to set a new record for the franchise. The highest attendance for a single game in Sky's history was registered on July 13, 2016, when 16,444 fans gathered at Allstate Arena. We are delighted to announce the inaugural WNBA games at the United Center this summer, featuring the esteemed franchises of the Chicago Sky and Indiana Fever, stated Joe Mira, Executive Vice President and Chief Operating Officer of the United Center. He expressed the privilege of hosting these talented athletes and recognizing the significance of women's sports within a venue renowned for legendary basketball events. Tickets will be available for purchase starting at 11 a.m. Central Time on Tuesday, March 11th through Ticketmaster.com, the Wintrust Arena box office, and the United Center box office. Current season ticket holders for the Sky will have first priority in selecting their seat locations at the United Center for games, taking into consideration factors such as views, rows, and other aspects. The season will begin for Chicago on Saturday, May 17, 2025, with a game against Indiana at Gainbridge Fieldhouse at noon CT. Preseason games in 2025 will include matchups against Minnesota on May 6th and 10, as well as a game against the Brazilian national team at LSU on May 2. Connect with Achikagoski on various social media platforms and visit skywmba.com for the newest updates, content, and ticket information. For a detailed look at the complete schedule for the 2025 Sky season, please refer to the following link. As a child, Caitlin Clark dreamt of earning a basketball scholarship and playing in the WNBA. She has since achieved these goals and now holds the greater responsibility of representing Indiana and striving to bring a WNBA championship to the state. The Fever front office has taken proactive steps this offseason to strengthen the team and become a serious contender. It is possible that Caitlin's presence has influenced some of the key decisions made by the organization. Analyst Rachel Demita subtly alludes to this information on her YouTube channel. The source of this revelation is none other than Kelly Krauskopf, the president of basketball and business operations for the Indiana Fever. Although she did not disclose any specific names, she divulged significant details about the individuals involved in the strategic planning process. In her discussion with Sportico, Krauskopf articulated the importance of transparent communication with key players regarding the team's recruitment targets. She emphasized the collaborative nature of these discussions, aiming for alignment in vision and strategy. The synergy in communication led to enthusiastic involvement from players in the recruitment process, indicating a level of player involvement in identifying potential targets. Rachel alluded to certain players being influential in the decision-making process, citing Caitlin Clark, Aaliyah Boston, and Kelsey Mitchell as individuals with notable voices in player recruitment. Unfortunately, I am unable to provide a paraphrase without the original text to work with. Please provide the text you would like me to paraphrase. Clark, Mitchell, and Boston solidified their positions as the top 3 players for the Indiana Fever in the previous season. Their impressive performances were instrumental in propelling the team to its first playoff appearance since 2016. Kelsey and Clark showcased a formidable partnership in the backcourt, averaging a combined 39 points per game. Aaliyah Boston's dominance in the paint was equally pivotal as she averaged 9 rebounds per game. The team's foundation was clearly centered around these 3 players, and it was expected that they would play a key role in identifying the essential additions required for the Fever to emerge as true contenders. The management of the Fever team acknowledged the necessity of enhancing their defensive capabilities in both the wing and post positions, resulting in the acquisition of Dewana Bonner and Natasha Howard. Bonner, a seasoned player with 2 championship wins, is determined to attain another title. Meanwhile, Howard, holding 3 championship rings and the title of Defensive Player of the Year, offers crucial experience in competing in the finals. The presence of these accomplished veterans is expected to contribute significantly to the development of younger players such as Clark, Boston, and Hull. There were additional acquisitions made aside from those 2 individuals. Sydney Colson and Sophie Cunningham were also brought on board by the Fever in order to enhance their guard roster. Head coach Stephanie White expressed her satisfaction with the completed signings, emphasizing the importance of bolstering the team with experienced players who can complement the core group of players. She considered the team fortunate to have successfully navigated through free agency and effectively increased their depth. Consequently, the team now feels well equipped to contend with confidence.